So I wanted to work on triangle sum theorem with you today. Just a reminder, this is what triangle sum theorem says. It says that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle C must be equal to 180 degrees. That is to say, this angle here plus this one here plus this one here all have to sum to 180. So not bad. This is something we can definitely do. Just have to memorize this theorem. And then in this case, we're just going to do some algebra here. We're going to take these values, and we have that 10x, you know what, let's do it in order that we have it. Angle A is 30x degrees, 30x degrees. Angle B is 40x. It should be degrees like this. And the measure of angle C is 10x squared degrees. And what we're saying in triangle sum theorem is that if we add all these together, we're going to get our 180 degrees. So this is just formulaically how this thing is set up. All right? Because all these things are added. I'm just going to... Oh, look. I want to make sure I'm being clear. These are degrees. These are degrees. They are not exponents. Somebody's going to write to me and be like, what is that mess? So look. So we have 10x squared plus 70x is equal to 180 degrees. So I think maybe you can see where we're going from here. Hopefully, what you've noticed right now is that algebraically we have, right, we have a quadratic here. So the way we set up quadratics, remember, they're ax squared plus bx plus c, and we set it equal to 0. So we need to move this thing over here. So I'm just going to rewrite and do 10x squared plus 70x. I'm going to add negative 180 to both sides, so negative 180 here. 180 minus 180 is 0, so we have it in this form. From here, just going to do a little bit more work here, and right, going to factor out the greatest common factor, which is 10, isn't it? So take out 10, so we have 10x plus 7x. So 10 times x squared plus 7x minus 18 equals 0. Now here, this is not a tricky part, but it's a thing you have to really keep in mind here. So I'm going to go ahead and factor this out. So I'm going to factor this. I'm going to leave this 10 here, but as I factor this, this is x plus 9, x minus 2 equals 0. So just check my algebra for a second. X times x is x squared. Then I get, right, I get negative 2x's, and I get 9x's. That's our positive 7x's. And positive 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. So I just did FOIL there, right? Now, here's the part where you have to remind yourself that we're doing geometry, not just algebra, because our two answers are x equals negative 9 or x is equal to 2. So I can see why a person would be like, oh, here are the two possible solutions. Is it possible that we have a length of negative 9, right? We're talking distance here, and distance must be positive. So this is an erroneous solution, and our answer must be x is equal to 2. All right? So here's us doing triangle sum theorem, and I'm going to do one more video on this, but I just want to remind you, this is the thing you got to bring with you. This is what triangle sum theorem says. It says that the measure of all the interior angles, this angle plus this angle plus this angle, no matter what shape that triangle is, no matter what size that triangle is in, when we add up all the interior angles, we're going to get 180 degrees. All right, you guys, I hope this was really helpful, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Also, comments are always welcome. Thanks.